Hello, and thank you for tuning in. You are tuned into the Real Psychic Investigators, and my name is Nehru. We are going to go ahead and get into another psychic investigation reading. Before we do that, a couple of things. First, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for being a part of the channel, a part of the journey, and a part of this collective. Investigators, welcome in. General Collective, welcome in. And new subscribers, welcome in as well. While meditating, I got a song. We're going to look up the lyrics here. It's by Sly and the Family Stone. And it's called Thank You. I wanted to make sure I had the title right because I was going to say the chorus, the main line of the chorus. But it's titled Thank You, okay? But it's the chorus is thank you for letting me be myself again, okay? So we're gonna take a look at these lyrics before we get into the energy reading, okay? Looking at the devil, grinning at his gun, okay? Fingers start shaking, I began to run, okay? Bullets start chasing, I began to stop. We began to wrestle, I was on the top, okay? Sly and the Family Stone, thank you for letting me be myself again, okay? So there's something about wrestling with the enemy, a gun, they pull the trigger, you start running. As the bullets are chasing you, then you stop, the bullets don't hit you, but then you begin to wrestle the enemy. Jezebel, Satan, Apophis, Apep, Lilith, okay? Fallen Anunnaki, any whatever the spirit is. Spirit of Sodom and Gomorrah, spirit of thievery, spirit of lying, okay? Whatever it is, witchcraft of any sort. It says, I want to thank you for letting me be myself again. Thank you for letting me be myself again. Okay, next verse. Stiff all in the collar, fluffy in the face. Stiff all in the collar, fluffy in the face. Chit chat chatter trying, stuffy in the place. Okay? So we're talking about people who think that they're better than, okay? So we're talking about holier than thou type of energy, okay? And there could be chatter going on. Obviously there is. We could get confirmation for communication coming out here or communication happening, Eight of Wands energy, okay? Thank you for the party, but I could never stay. Many things on my mind, words in the way. Okay, so someone we could be getting into something where we're talking about someone you used to party with. Okay, someone could be leaving a party. Okay, we could be talking about political parties. Okay, a party, a celebration, birthday party, anniversary. Yeah. Okay. All right. But I could never stay. Many things on my mind, words in the way. Okay, then it goes back into the chorus. Thank you for letting me be myself again. Okay, verse. Okay, dance to the music all night long. Everyday people sing a simple song. Mama's so happy, mama start to cry. Papa still singing, you can make it if you try. Okay, all right. Again, the chorus. I want to thank you for letting me be myself again. Okay. Flaming eyes of people, fear burning into you. Many men are missing much, hating what they do. Youth and truth are making love, dig it for a starter. Dying young is hard to take, selling out is harder. Huh. That verse says a lot, right? Okay. So we're talking about youthfulness. Okay. So there could be something about a child telling the truth. Okay. Youth and truth. Okay. So there could be something about a child coming forth with the truth. Okay. Dig it for a starter. Okay. I'm getting something along the lines of that's a good way to start, or something along those lines. Start out young telling the truth, or even as a child tell the truth, or what have you. Dying young is hard to take, selling out is harder. Dying young is hard to take. Self-explanatory, I think. Selling out is harder. Okay? So, could be something about someone not selling out and someone just taking what is given to them, even if that means the death of a son or daughter, a death of themselves, a death of a parent. Someone refuses to tell the truth and be what they call a snitch, I guess you will, if you will. So, yeah, thank you so much again for tuning in. We're going to go ahead and get into the energy. Again, I just wanted to read those lyrics. I think that they are very profound and very much a part of what's going to be coming out here in the reading. So I wanted to take time to read those. Current time, 7:23. Investigators, 7:23. Okay, July 23rd. Could be significant. July 23rd. Okay. March 27th. Did you all enjoy your weekend? What did you do? Go anywhere, see anything? Are the kids in the U.S. out for winter break yet? For Thanksgiving break? Probably not. Maybe not for another week or so. On the top of the stack, we have social activities. Also, I received a package yesterday. It took longer than what was estimated. Okay, so that could be significant. Okay, receiving a package, but receiving something later than what was expected. Okay, delays. Okay. That could be significant too. listen where you are for confirmations in the background. And when they are brought to my attention, I will mention them here. As always, I will mention the other channel. The other channel is Esoteric Guidance, Extraterrestrial Earth Angel. All right. So let's go ahead and get into the energy. We'll start out with the tarot. Okay. Thank you so much, Divine, once again for this day. Thank you so much, ancestors. We invite you both in, all in. Okay. We invite you in, Council of Light. We invite in any ancestors of high vibrational energy that would like to speak or share details in regards to those that they are protecting who will listen to this reading. Okay. So we have the Two of Pentacles for a balance, something being brought into balance or something that needs to be balanced. We'll find out. Okay. Then we have the Eight of Swords. Okay. So this is for entrapment of some sort. Okay. Or someone who's needing a new perspective. Okay. So this could be you who's needing a new perspective. Someone else could be gaining a new perspective. Okay. And that is bringing balance. This new perspective is bringing balance. Okay. Again, Two of Pentacles, Eight of Swords. Okay. And then we have the Page of Wands. We have the King of Cups. And we have the Nine of Cups. Okay. So with the Page of Wands, again, this Page of Wands, we are talking about some type of new, I was going to say new perspective, but we already have that out here with the Eight of Swords. But just the same, okay? Just the same, all right? Okay, so we have the King of Cups out here. So the King of Cups speaks to someone who is very much tapped in, okay? Very much tapped in. Okay, this could be someone of like a motivational speaker, okay? This could be someone like, we've been getting that energy out here with like the Abraham Hicks, Eric Thomas, again, Les Brown, Tony Robbins, that type of energy, okay? Right there, okay? All right. And then we have the Nine of Cups, okay? Okay, so this could be an offer that's being presented to you, okay? Collective, an offer that's being presented to you, investigators. This could be an offer that you are about to bring to the collective after you finish your investigation. You have this news to bring forward, okay? I don't know why I'm sitting the cards out. Oh. That's interesting. I was sitting the cards out here like this for a reason. So maybe we'll end up doing something a little different this time around. Okay. So, all right. So let's go ahead and we have the Karmic Tarot here. Okay. Let's go ahead and pull Karmic Tarot. We have a Comfort Pet on the bottom of the deck. Okay, Comfort Pet. Okay, you could want one, you could need one, you could be getting one, you could have just gotten one. Okay, or you find comfort in Divine's fur creatures. Okay, you find comfort in them. They could be attracted to you. Okay, they could be attracted to you, drawn to you. They could just come up to you. There's dogs walking down the street, okay, not aggressively, okay, but you could find out or see that you have this certain aura about you that brings in God's creatures, as they call them. Okay, oops, I didn't mean to move that. All right, so we have a few out here, and I picked it up, and so we have the Colt card. We have the Colt card that landed on the Eight of Swords, okay? So, again, that's for imprisonment. We had the Colt right there. Landed on the Eight of Swords, okay? So there could be a cult out here that is getting a new perspective, okay? The other cards that came out, we had gaslighting and the coin, okay? This is the equivalent of the Ace of Pentacles, okay? So gaslighting, okay? Someone could be gaslighting you in order to delay this, okay? This cult, someone in a cult, okay? A road trip, okay? This could be you on a road trip. This could be someone you're taking a road trip with. Okay. All right. Road trip. And this could also be something that you're planning. Okay. And then next we have, looks like some messages, some DMs. Okay. Or some PMs, whatever they want to call them, private messages, okay? How are you? You there? These could be text messages as well, okay? Hello? You mad? Confused? This not how friends treat friends? Piss off? I'm sorry, okay? So someone's on this emotional roller coaster here. Whether or not they've sent you these messages, someone's on this emotional roller coaster. Investigators, you could be seeing these messages being sent. Okay, I think that was a rooster. You could be seeing these messages being sent. Okay. All right. It's interesting that we have 5 tarot and 5 of the karmic from the karmic tarot as well. We'll see if we get what happens with the tarot messages. Ancestors, divine source, and any messages other than those emotional roller coaster text messages. Any messages, divine? Any messages? No messages. Okay. And one more time. Ancestors, anything. Okay. Admirers, any messages? Admirers, any messages? Okay. Okay. So we will read these messages when we pull them from the stack as usual. And how many do we have? We have 5. I wasn't even counting. That's funny. Like I didn't realize the 5 until I put the cards down here just a moment ago. So we have 555. That angel number came out yesterday in the angel numbers. We will pull angel numbers to see if it comes out again or if something similar. Okay. So this will be probably a longer reading, it looks like. Okay, this will be a longer reading. Okay. You're jumping out today. Okay, so yeah. Now that that was purposefully stopped on 5. I felt like to get a few more than 3. All right. So we have 1919 for cycles. We have 1818. We have 9999. Oh, 1818 is for willpower. 9999 is for lessons learned. We have 1010. Okay. So it's up to you. Okay. And we have 2020. Okay. For compassion. Okay. Again, I remind all of you, we won't look any of them up at this time, but I remind all of you, and especially you investigators, about the Gregorian calendar, days of the year, and how any of these could represent that, or they could represent days and dates of someone's birthday, the victim, the perpetrator, what have you. Okay? So let's go ahead and start placing them inside the deck. Again, this is going to be a longer reading because there are quite a few cards that have come out. So I should check the bottom of the stack to see what's on the bottom of the stack this time around. I will do that. You could be seeing cats more than usual. I think I mentioned it yesterday, but there could be something about a skater, ice skate, figure skating, rollerblading, roller derby. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and get into it. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. If I did not say it, my name is Maru. Okay. Confirmation horn. All right. So we have the name Angela. Okay. Investigators Collective. Angela, Angie, Ange, Angela, Angel. Okay. That is on one side of 1010 for it's up to you. For moderation, patience, flow, charity, joy, movement, self-realization, taking action, and unconditional love. Okay, Angela could be experiencing any of those at this time. Okay, on the other side of 1010, we have sexual assaults at the church. Investigators. Sexual assaults at the church. Angela could be a victim of these sexual assaults at the church, or Angela could be one of the pedophiles. Angela could be one of the victims, meaning, did I say that? Yes. Okay. She could be a child, Angela. Okay, today a minor. All right. Next, we have the name Charles. Okay. The name Charles investigators. Charles, Chuck, Chucky, Charlie, male or female. Charlie can be a female. Charlie's Angels. We have Angela out here. So Angels, Angela, Charlie's Angels. Could be something about 2 brunettes and a blonde. Okay. brown hair, black hair, blonde, however it goes. Okay. Charles, Charlie. Okay. That is on one side of the hanged man energy. Okay. So someone is feeling stuck. Okay. Or someone is waiting on something. Okay. Someone is causing something to be delayed. I think I've spoken to that earlier. Okay. I'm taking a break from everything so I can meditate and release my old ways of thinking. This process is not that easy. Okay. The number 12. Okay. All right. On the other side of the Hanged Man Tarot message, we have the name Alexis. It could be Alexander. It could be Alexa. Could be Lexi. They could go by Lexi. Okay, or nickname or what have you. Okay. Next we have Lieutenant. Wait, hold on. Yes. Next we have Lieutenant Joe Kenda. Okay. So, an investigator, investigative energy. Thank you so much again, investigators, for all that you do here. And I say here, I mean, on this planet in the 3D. Thank you for all that you do here. Okay. That is on one side of the Six of Swords message. Okay. I'm finally leaving behind my old ways of thinking and the opinion of others. It's not easy to do, but I know it's best for me. Okay, so we have energy out here of someone making a change. Okay. Michael Jackson said, start with the man in the mirror. Make that change. Okay. So someone here, both message cards so far speak to someone who's making a change. Okay. This could be you, investigator, making the change. Okay. To be more spiritual, even in your work, and not so focused on the book. Okay. All right. And the black and white writing, you know what I mean? Okay. On the other side of that, we have, I did beauty spells against you because you are beautiful. Okay. People are, I was going to say retarded. That's not politically correct, but I am not. But people are dumb, you know? People are just... Okay, I did beauty spells on you because you are beautiful. Okay. So someone is jealous of your looks. Okay. And so because of that, they chose to do beauty spells against you. Again, they could be doing beauty spells against Angela, Charles, Alexis, Charles, or Angela could have been doing these beauty spells against you. Any three of these individuals, their names, any form of their name could be a part of the sexual assaults at the church, victim or perpetrator. All right. So next. Here we go with this energy, okay? Retaliated because of who you are. So again, right behind the beauty spells, we have someone coming against you because of who you are. So we just have strong jealousy energy out here. Strong jealousy energy out here. Okay? There is absolutely no need to be jealous of anyone. None whatsoever. Okay? When you recognize the beauty within yourself, okay, and the beautiful things about you, you start to live authentically, you have no reason to be jealous of anyone. And you can live authentically and be, I won't say in low vibrational energy, but you can live authentically and not be functioning in your north node. Okay? Because to live authentically just means to live truly how you want to be. Okay? And I'll use one of the very simple examples, heterosexuality and homosexuality. Okay? You can live either one of those lifestyles. Okay? And you can live it authentically. Okay? Which means to not hide it, whichever you are. Okay? And so the issues come in to place and you are not living authentically. Okay? When you are, let's say, portraying yourself to be a heterosexual individual when in fact you are a homosexual or a lesbian. Okay? And if that's what you desire, then you move towards that, unless your intuition is guiding you otherwise. Okay? But if that's the way you want to live, even if you choose to ignore your intuition, if that's the way you choose to live, then live that and live it out loud. Okay? All right? On the side of retaliated because of who you are, okay, we have the King of Cups. Okay? And again, this is someone who is highly spiritual, a tarot reader, and I shouldn't say a tarot reader, but someone who is empathic. This could be a healer. You could identify with being a light worker, a star seed, Palladian or otherwise. You could resonate with ancient spiritual tribes. I'm getting like the Mayan people. Okay, so you can resonate with that type of ancient society. Okay. Okay. On the other side of retaliated because of who you are, we have Pisces. Okay, we have Pisces. I was counting the cards. Okay. Might be something about that. You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money while you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. Okay? So, yeah. Corrupt doctor. Okay? A corrupt doctor. Okay? A corrupt doctor. Okay? A doctor of any sort. Doesn't have to be a surgeon. Okay? A doctor of any sort. It could be a therapist. It could be a psychiatrist, a psychologist. Okay? That's on top of gaslighting. Okay? So this could be a gaslighter, someone who's gaslighting you or sending others in to gaslight you. Investigators, a corrupt doctor, about to lose their license perhaps. Chicago, this corrupt doctor could be in Chicago, okay? Or the person who they're getting to gaslight you lives in Chicago. You might live in Chicago. Okay. Double confirmation on a karmic doctor. Now we got karmic doctor or nurse. Double confirmation. Karmic doctor, nurse, right there. Okay? So that's back to back. So that's strong energy in this reading. A corrupt medical professional. Okay? So they could be from Chicago. Okay? I don't like to share this is on the Four of Pentacles, karmic doctor, nurse. Okay? I don't like to share myself with others. I also hold on to things and relationships that do not serve me because I hate losing. Okay. This is a very confusing card. Okay. Whenever I read it, I don't like to share myself with others. I also hold on to things and relationships that don't serve me. So either you don't listen to the horns, either you don't like to share yourself with others, or you hold on to relationships and things that do not serve you. You can't do both. You see what I'm saying? So this card here is confusing, just like the energy, just like the energy of the individual. Okay. And we have flat tires. Okay. So this could be someone who flattened your tires, collective investigators. This could be someone who you find out flattened the victim's tires. You could come out and see that one or more of your tires are flattened suddenly in the morning. Okay? You could come out to the car and find that out. All right? Next. We are looking at undiagnosed illness. Okay? Undiagnosed illness. So someone has an undiagnosed illness that they are not telling their family about. Okay? So why would someone have an undiagnosed illness that they would not tell their family about? Because they are ashamed. Oh, I didn't show the card. Because they are ashamed of the way that they got the illness, perhaps. Okay? They could be ashamed of the way that they got the illness. So, for instance, if it's an STD, a sexually transmitted disease, STD could be sexually transmitted demons, spiritually transmitted distractions. My nose was itching. Okay? STD. So if they got an STD, they could be embarrassed. Okay? Page of Wands energy. Okay? Major nose itches. Major. All right? Next, we have Arkansas. Okay, investigators, Arkansas. I'm looking at Wade Davidson, like Tommy Davidson, Wilson, and Wayne. Okay, let's look up Tommy Davidson's information. Yeah, let's look up Tommy Davidson's information. Current time is 7:52 local time in Da Nang, Vietnam. Tommy Davidson, Arkansas, as I mentioned a moment ago, Arkansas. Okay. Tommy Davidson, Scorpio. Oh, he just had a birthday, November 10th. Happy belated birthday, Tommy Davidson. All right. So, Thomas Davidson. Okay. Actor, comedian, born in Rolling Fork, Mississippi. He is 62 today. University of the District of Columbia. Active on the comedy scene in Hollywood and that since 1984. Spouse is Amanda Moore. Investigators, Amanda Moore. Married 2015 could be significant. Okay. He was born Anthony Reed. I'm glad I looked up there. Okay. He was born Anthony Reed, not Thomas Davidson. Anthony Reed. Okay. All right. You know him from many, many, many things. Comedy sketches, Saturday Night Live, movies. I can't think of any movies at the moment. In Living Color. Okay. Tommy Lee Davidson. All right. We have Arkansas. Next we have, and that's on one side of 1818. For willpower, wow, significant events are on the cards for you, quite literally. You will progress in your endeavors and gain new experiences. The right people and resources will be put on your path. An excellent proposal of love or business partnership or change is coming up. You're destined for greatness. Okay? So, something within this, okay? Now we shift energy from the corrupt doctor, karmic nurse, whoever that is, okay? We shift energy into someone who is, has the googly eyes for you, I guess. Macmillan, okay? Macmillan. Terry Macmillan. Isn't Terry Macmillan an author? Terry Macmillan? Yeah. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, I thought so. All right. So Terry Macmillan, let's look up her information. Born October 18th. Okay, obviously there could be more than one. There's more than one Terry Macmillan, but the one that I was thinking of. Okay. October 18th. Okay, so Libra investigators, 51. She was born in 1951. She's 74, 47. In Port Huron, Michigan, Michigan investigators, writer, novelist. University of California, Berkeley. Spouse, Jonathan Plummer, investigators. Johnny, yep, Plummer. 1998, 2005, divorce. Okay, one son. Okay. Terry Macmillan. Okay. She wrote the book about your man being on the down low. Didn't she write that book? I'm waiting to exhale. It's not all downhill. Who asked you? Getting happy. I almost forgot about. Disappearing act. Okay. So, yeah. All right. Terry Macmillan. All right. Next. Next we have Morgan, Melanie, Melissa, and Malik. Morgan, Melanie, Melissa, Malik. That is on one side of the Ace of Coins. And then we have Emilio, Max, Jesus, and Elliot. This came out recently. Okay, these names. Okay, so we have all of these names out here, investigators. Take it as it resonates. Your cases. Okay, that name is Emilio. Okay, right there. So E's could be significant, Z's could be significant, and M's could be significant. With all these letters on here, it's covered by 4 letters. All of these names on here are spelled with 4 letters. Okay? Something could be amaze, amazing. Okay? Someone could be singing Amazing Grace. Slow singing, flower bringing. Slow singing, flower bringing. Oh, I moved this card. I moved this card, so I'm not sure. Ooh, I'm not sure. Yeah. I'm not sure where that card was, so we will go ahead and let's see here. We'll shuffle the stack here. This is unusual. We'll shuffle the stack here and pull a card. Okay. Whatever comes out, We'll take it as where the card was. Okay, whatever comes out. Right. So we have buried evidence. Okay, buried evidence, and Clyde. Okay, Clyde could have buried the evidence. Clyde could be the buried evidence investigators. Clyde could be the buried evidence. Looking at the name Quentin. Okay, Clyde, buried evidence. That is on the Eight of Swords. Okay, again, talking about imprisonment, entrapment. Okay, someone could be sitting down at the county waiting to be booked. Okay, someone's feeling imprisoned. Okay, on the other side of Clyde, we have your husband is in another sexual relationship. Ladies, or men if you swing that way, your husband is in another sexual relationship. Okay, that is on the other side of road trip. Okay, Clyde, road trip, your husband is in another sexual relationship. Clyde's husband, Clyde could be the husband that's in another sexual relationship, and Clyde is taking these road trips. Okay, road trip for relationship. Road trip for relationship. I'm going to rap a song. Let's clap along. Okay. Spiritual hallucinations. Return to sender. Return to sender. During my meditations this morning, I was listening to a cord cutting frequency, and during that cord cutting frequency, I was saying, return to the abyss, any and all Mercury retrograde illusions. Return to the abyss, any and all Mercury retrograde illusions is what I was speaking. Okay? Spiritual hallucinations. That is on one side of the Seven of Swords. I have a habit of deceiving, lying, and wearing a mask. It's hard for me to believe that someone would like me for who I really am. Again, this energy came out yesterday as well. And that is on Maurice. Okay, the other side is Maurice. So spiritual hallucinations, Maurice, someone who's afraid to be themselves. This could be Maurice. Okay. All right. So someone's in this Seven of Swords trickery type of energy. Again, that is spiritual hallucinations. That causes spiritual hallucinations. Seven of Swords energy, trickery. Okay? And especially when it backfires. And the way that it backfires, collective and investigators, is when you do your spiritual work. Okay? When you work on yourself and stop focusing on them. Okay? A whiner is crying. Okay? A whiner is crying. Okay? That's 10 times worse. That's 10 times worse. Okay? That is on one side of 99.99 for lessons learned. Take stock of your accomplishments and how you arrived at them. This is a reminder to maintain optimism and drive toward your goals. Maintain your momentum and know that the powers of heaven have your back. You made it, and the reward goes to you. Cha-ching. Okay. India, I was singing a song in my head. India, okay? India on one side of the text messages. So these could be text messages that someone who is of India ancestry or descent, could be descending, okay? Someone could be in India, okay, doing this, okay? Someone could have been born in India and migrated to another country. Investigators, okay? Text messages, India, on the other side of India, we have dawn. This could be something that they do at the dawn of the day. Okay, these spiritual hallucinations could be done during the dawn of the day. Whoever this person is who's of India in some way, connected to India, or again, these are one and the same. Dawn, India. Dawn could know India. India could know dawn. Okay. India Ari. Okay, let's take a look at her. India Ari. India Ari. Okay. India Ari. Okay. Born 10/3/75, investigators 10/3/75. Okay. Born India Ari Simpson. Okay. Yes. Okay. And born in Denver, Colorado. Okay. She is 50. Okay. Denver, Colorado. Savannah College of Art and Design, active in the music and that songwriting, 1997. Okay. Parent is Ralph Simpson. Ralph Simpson. Claims Atlanta, Georgia as her home. Okay. Yeah. All right. India Ari. Okay. All right. Next we have homeless. Okay. So Dawn could be homeless. India could be homeless. McMillan could be homeless. Angela, Charles, Alexis, you could be homeless. You could have been homeless. Maurice could be homeless. Clyde could be homeless. Someone could be homeless. This corrupt doctor, when they lose their license, they could be homeless. This nurse, they could be homeless. Okay? Somebody's homeless or someone will be. You could have been. Okay? You could have been homeless. Okay? So we have the Nine of Cups. Okay? So we have the Nine of Cups for someone who has clarity about something. You see all this brightness around there? Okay? They have clarity about something. This could be clarity about whatever they're coming to you with. Okay? This could be clarity about their journey, again, with someone out here who's making changes, finally leaving behind their old ways, taking a break from everything so that they can meditate and release old ways of thinking. All of that, okay, brings about this awakening, okay, brings about this. But this could be someone who's coming into the wisdom about your connection, okay, coming into the wisdom about your connection. And we have a collapse of lies. I was looking for the card that came with. So we have a collapse of lies. Investigators, you could see this. You could know this. Again, you don't need a lie detector test. Why would you use something that's not admissible in court anyway? You know, that makes no sense to me. Okay. I don't itch unless I don't scratch unless it itches. You know, I mean, like, what do you? Yeah. Okay. Poisoned U.S. attorney. Okay. Poisoned U.S. attorney. Investigators. Poisoned U.S. attorney. Okay. That is on cycles 1919, 199th day of the year, 119th day of the year, okay, 19th day of the year, okay? All right. And for a poisoned U.S. attorney, okay, we have karma will be paying you a visit, okay? Dharma, if you are on the bright side, the light side, the right side. Dharma will be paying you a visit. Those words are not changeable, okay? Karma is not dharma and dharma is not karma. Those are two different things, okay? Karma will be paying you a visit, but yeah, take it as it resonates. Release the need to control because you cannot force things. Learn your lessons. We have lessons learned out here with the 99.99. Learn your lessons so that they don't repeat in the future. Make some space for new experiences. Okay, collective, you are being asked to make space for new experiences. Okay. On the other side, we have the name Fred. Investigators, Fred, Frederick, Frederico. Okay. All right. Next, we have two clingy card games. Okay. These card games could be toxic, as in like Ouija boards and things of that nature, or this could be someone you played card games with. Okay. Someone's clingy. Okay. But something's being brought into balance, okay? Their clinginess could be being brought into balance if they are the individuals who are finally releasing what no longer serves them, okay? Card games, okay? Uno, spades, go fish, okay? Memory, card games. Time is on my side. Yes, it is. Okay. Time is on my side. Yes, it is. Okay. That is on the Fool Message Tarot card. Okay. The Fool. Okay. For a solo journey. Okay. With not much, typically. So you may have had to leave a lot of things behind. You may have had to walk away from a job, walk away from a house, walk away from an apartment, condo, family, friends, what have you. You may have had to walk away from things because you realized that they did not serve your higher good. Or when you were in those things or with those people, you were not your best self. I'm ready to take a leap of faith and jump into the unknown. For the first time in my life, I allow myself to have faith and trust God. The Fool card. Again, they call it a blind step, but when you know it's the direction that divine has guided you, it's not blind. Okay? I am a risk taker. Confirmation horn honk. I am a risk taker. I am a calculated risk taker. Okay? And basically what that means, if divine says do it, then that's the calculation. And I go, okay? Climber. Okay? Someone's a climber, rock climber. Someone could have been trying to climb the corporate ladder, okay? In order to get ahead. That's why this collapse of lies, okay? This could have something to do with the poisoned attorney, a ladder, a climber. I think that was a horn honk. Okay, so there could be a ladder involved, and whoever the poisoned U.S. attorney is could find a ladder, fingerprints, what have you. Okay. Okay. Next we have the name Amber. Do we have that name earlier? Okay. Amber. Oh, it was Amanda. Okay. So Amber, okay? Amber is on one side of 2020 for compassion. Angel number, okay? It is a confirmation that your assumptions and beliefs are correct, but it is also an encouragement to use your talents and gifts because they will benefit the world and your pockets. Be of service to others. Your potential is enormous. So we got your potential is enormous, and then something out here about greatness or something. Where is that at? Okay. Oh, was it greatness? Oh, no, it was about you made it. Okay. Your potential is enormous. And then on the 99.99 for lessons learned. Okay. Your potential is enormous and you made it. And the reward goes to you. Okay. So, any one of these individuals out here, again, this energy out here, they could be seeing, recognizing you. This could be a fool's journey that you might need to take, a blind leap of faith. Okay? This could be a leap of faith you need to take, collective, towards a brand new opportunity. Okay? Heiser, Haynes, Hines, Henderson, investigators, collective. Heiser, Hayes, Hines, Henderson. Okay, Ricky Henderson. I was just thinking of a blonde-haired. There's Kaylin Henderson. Kaylin Henderson is a YouTube golfer. Kaylin Henderson. Okay, she's a bit of a star seed. Okay, Kaylin Henderson. Okay. And I say a bit of one because, yeah, that's what I see. So Hayes, Hines, Heinz ketchup. There could be something about ketchup. To me, ketchup is disgusting. Ketchup is nasty. Okay. All right. Haze. Okay. Someone could be in a haze. Purple haze. Okay. Jimi Hendrix. Purple haze. Okay. We have Air Force and Colt, or Air Force and Navy on Colt. Wow. Okay. So that's saying a lot. Okay. Air Force on one side and Navy on the other. I know that's hard to read down there. Air Force on one side and Navy on the other. Okay. This could be a versus someone who was in the Air Force versus someone who was in the Navy. Someone who was, right? It could be that sort of thing. And they just happen to be one in the Air Force, one in the Navy. But there's a cult here. This cult could be a military type of cult. Many people in the military are Eastern Stars and Freemasons in the military. That is a very common thing. Okay. All right. So, what I would like to do now is with the cards that we have out here, and give me just a second while I clear some of this out here. What I would like to do is with the names that we have, I would like to go ahead and pull some more energy specifically on the names that are out here so that we can perhaps get a clear idea. Okay. We have Maurice, Clyde, Morgan, Melanie, Elliot, Fred. And again, this is on a whim, as they say, on a whim, on a wing and a prayer. Someone could like Bon Jovi or listen to Bon Jovi or be from the same country. Okay. So let's go ahead and again sit these names out here again. Alexis, Macmillan, Fred, Emilio, Jesus, Elliot, Clyde, Maurice, Amber, Heiser, Hayes, Hines, Henderson, Angela, Charles. Okay. Let's go ahead and pull some Tommy Tarot and see what we get here. Thank you, Divine. Okay. Put the cards where they need to go. 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 Okay. So we have two. Okay. One card is touching Alexis and Amber. Okay. And the other card is touching just Morgan, Melanie, Melissa, and Malik. Okay. So, card touching Melanie, Morgan, Melissa, and Malik is a passport. Okay. So Melanie, Morgan, Melissa, or Malik could be traveling at this time, or they could be traveling towards you, or you could be traveling towards them. Okay. Passport. Notice there are two. Okay. You could be getting ready to travel with Morgan, Melanie, Melissa, or Malik. Okay. Next, we have the zombie energy on Amber and Alexis. Okay. Zombie energy. Okay. A is obviously significant with both of these names starting with an A. Investigators, collective. First, middle, last name starts with an A. First, middle, last name starts with an A. Doesn't have to be these names. Okay. Amber and Alexis with the zombie. Okay. The only two names this card was touching. Okay. So there is an Alexis and there is an Amber. And someone else's name who starts with an A. First, middle, last. That's in zombie energy. We'll go ahead and pull some randoms. Okay. Some of you are fated to marry someone who was in the spotlight already. Okay. Some of you are slated to marry someone who was in the spotlight already. Okay. Next, we have Californication. That is a song by the Red Hot Chili Peppers, but fornication. Okay. Fornication. Okay. Other side of fornication, we have Greece. Okay. So someone could be from Greece. Some of this that's happening here, collective, investigators, Interpol, FBI, could be happening in Greece. I was going to say is happening. Okay, you could be traveling to Greece with Morgan, Melanie, Melissa, right? Or they could be from there, from California to Greece. Take it as it resonates. Okay, you know your desires. Next, we have DEA and Mel. Okay, this could be Melinda. This could be Melanie. Again, we have Melissa already out here and Melanie, MEL names. Okay, Melvin, confirmation horn honk. So one of those names, Melanie, Melissa, DEA. Okay. And then someone else traveling. Passports. Yeah. Could be a Baecation, right? Lieutenant Colonel Abel Young and Command Sergeant Major Muhammad knows the truth about Lavina's murder. Lieutenant Colonel Abel Young and Command Sergeant Major Muhammad knows the truth about Lavina's murder. JAG, Judge Advocate General, Military Justice System. It's a legal system, okay? Not justice. Otherwise, this wouldn't be out here because the perp would already be locked away, okay? But instead, the military is hiding the truth from her family, okay? And continuing to lie to the public about that private first class's murder when she was deployed in 2005. Okay, continue to lie about it. Could be something else about someone lying about a murder in the past. Okay. Next, we have karmic uncle. Where are we doing with time? Oh man, we are at an hour already. Okay. Karmic uncle. Okay. So your karmic uncle or someone else's karmic uncle. Okay. Someone's retiring early. This could be retiring early to spend more time with you. Okay. This could be retiring early to travel. We have passports out here and 2 of them. So someone could be retiring early to spend more time with you, or this is how the relationship's going to be launched, right? Them retiring and spending more time with you. You could retire at 30, 40, 45, 60, okay? This doesn't mean the person's 75, okay? All right. Next, we have Gen Y again, okay? So a Gen Yer is significant, okay? And someone got rid of evidence. That's confirmation on buried evidence. So Gen Y, we still have the buried evidence card right here, okay? And now we have, they got rid of evidence, all right? We're going to pull some tarot before we go to go ahead and tie everything up. And yeah. Again, thank you so much, collective and investigators, for all that you do. Thank you for your love, for your energy, for your protection. I know that I have covert protectors out there in the 3D. Thank you so much for all that you do, for protecting me. I send love and protection back to you. Wheel of Fortune, 8 of Pentacles. Okay. So we have the 10 of Swords that landed, or 9 of Swords that landed on that message about Lavina Lynn Johnson and that Lieutenant Colonel. Okay. So there could be something coming out about that. Okay. So stay tuned. Okay. I'll have to stay tuned because I don't follow news like that, but I'll have to stay tuned as well. So someone could finally be coming forward, okay, about the Lavina Lynn Johnson case. Okay, could be Lieutenant Colonel Abel Young, could be Command Sergeant Major Muhammad. Okay, so we have the Justice card that again landed on Alexis, the zombie, and the Wheel of Fortune. So Alexis or Amber, somehow, some way, they are linked to a fortune or some type of wealth that was supposed to be coming to someone in this collective. One or more of them, okay? It's definitely Alexis or Amber, or Alexis and Amber, okay? But it could be Clyde and Fred. It could be a group of them, okay? But that was very apparent. And then we have the 8 of Pentacles. Okay. So we have the 8 of Pentacles for steadfast work. Okay. That landed on Maurice. Okay. So Maurice, your work, what you do. Okay. Maurice could be investigator. Okay. Thank you so much, collective. Thank you so much, investigators, for all that you do to help us rid the matrix, rid the earth, okay, of the energies that really, truly do not deserve to be free, okay? And thank you so much for all that you do here to help me grow the channel, to help the channel grow. My focus is not the growth of the channel. My focus is the truth. And I trust that with that truth, divine can do wonders. Okay. Thank you so much as always. Again, I remind you about the lyrics to the song Thank You for Letting Me Be Myself Again by Sly and the Family Stone. You might want to go back and read those lyrics and see what divine and your ancestors speak to you directly about those things. Thank you so much as always. My name is Nehru. I am an extraterrestrial earth angel, a light worker, and a Gaia beacon born on the 333rd day of the year this lifetime, and received a kidney transplant on 7/7 of 17 after 4.5 years of warlock witchcraft caused acute and chronic kidney failure. Thank you so much as always for tuning in, and be encouraged.